April 4th is this year's 2025 Qingming Festival, an ancient traditional holiday of the Chinese nation, a day for tomb sweeping and honoring ancestors. For thousands of years, on this day each year, no matter how far from home or how busy with work, people in ancient China would return to their hometowns with their families to take part in the Qingming Festival's tomb sweeping and ancestral rites. In some large families, the number of descendants participating could reach into the thousands, making the occasion very grand. Ancient Chinese people placed great importance on the Qingming Festival not only because it was a time for family reunions, but also because it was a traditional holiday dedicated to honoring ancestors. It was a solemn occasion to express remembrance and respect for departed loved ones and ancestors, to thank them for giving life, and for the family legacy built and passed down through generations. The most important purpose of tomb sweeping and ancestral rites is to educate the new generation of the family, helping them understand the importance of filial piety and the value of family. Human history has been passed down generation by generation through individuals and families. Without inheritance, the continuity of human history would be broken. At the heart of this inheritance is filial piety, a unique emotion bestowed by the Creator solely upon human ancestors. It is this sense of filial devotion that enabled human ancestors to surpass all other living beings on earth and become its masters. Please see, filial piety is the most distinctive characteristic that differentiates humans from other animals. Dec 6, 2024. Published according to archaeological discoveries, tombs dating back around 13,500 years show that ancient Chinese people of the late Paleolithic period already had clear, conscious burial practices and ritual concepts. The deep respect ancient Chinese had for their deceased ancestors reflects the important place those individuals held in the hearts of their descendants during their lifetimes. This shows just how profoundly filial piety influenced the spiritual civilization of early humans. As human ancestors gradually accumulated wisdom and knowledge, social productivity improved, leading humanity into a primitive stage of material civilization. However, as material civilization advanced and individuals or interest groups pursued wealth and social status, spiritual civilization quietly declined, and the value of filial piety began to be gradually neglected by human society. Fortunately, 2,500 years ago, the ancient Chinese philosopher Confucius inherited the traditional Chinese culture centered on filial piety, a legacy passed down from tribal leaders such as Yao, Shun, and Yu. He went on to establish Confucianism, gathering disciples to teach and traveling across various states to spread his philosophical ideas. Through his efforts, Confucian thought became the mainstream of Chinese traditional culture for over 2,000 years. Even today, the principle that among all virtues, filial piety comes first has never faded among the common people. In over 2,000 years of recorded history, tribal alliances of northern nomadic peoples repeatedly destroyed dynasties in the Central Plains. However, their less advanced nomadic civilizations were never able to replace the more sophisticated Chinese civilization. On the contrary, the richness and superiority of traditional Chinese culture led these invading nomadic groups to willingly assimilate into Chinese society. As a result, the nearly 5,000-year history of Chinese civilization has never been interrupted. As a mirror, history reveals the rise and fall of nations, said Emperor Taizong of the Tang Dynasty, Li Shimin, January 23, 599, July 10, 649. By studying history, modern people can gain insights to discover and solve problems in the present.